Electroneum is a crypto-based company, and they've been talking about expanding overseas. And with me is CEO and founder Richard Ells. And Richard, it's great to see you again and get an update on what Electroneum is doing.
Of course, wonderful. Thank you for inviting me on. Very kind of you. Nice to see you again. It's been busy. We're always crazy busy here. I think any new business is always going to be crazy busy. But when you're in a brand new industry as well as a brand new business, it's always going to be even more hectic. And I say new, I mean, we're nearly full with Electroneum and ETN has been started development in 2016. So one of the older cryptos, I suppose. Mm-hmm. But yeah, still new project.
Now, I know, and we've talked a few times, you really have this focus on bringing crypto to the unbanked. And I remember when we talked, you were focusing a lot on Turkey as well as some other countries. How is that going? And how has the pandemic impacted that? Is it accelerated it, slowed it down? What's been the impact you've felt?
Well, yeah, when we set the whole thing up, we knew we wanted to make cryptocurrency really easy to access. And lots of people have said that their cryptocurrencies are for the unbanked. But it's easy to say and not so easy to do. So we set about right at the very beginning to make it very, very easy to get access to it. So we based the whole thing on smartphone ownership. So you don't need to own a desktop or a laptop. It's really easy to use. It's really easy to understand. So we've only got 2 decimal places rather than Bitcoin or most others have got 8 decimal places. So they're not very human things. We built an instant payment system. So we built these things to make it work in the real world. And that's how we started gaining that adoption that we've got, which is relatively large. We just topped over 4 million users. So yeah, adoption is good. And it's horrible to see COVID and what it's done to the world. We have got, and perhaps I'll touch on it a little later, but we've got a freelance platform called AnyTask, and that has actually really been benefiting, I think, from COVID because more people are looking at working from home or supplementing their income away to try and give them some more income.
Yeah, for sure. And would you say it's mass adoption? Have you gotten there yet?
No, I probably wouldn't say mass adoption. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, wow, you got 4 million is a large number in crypto." A lot of people really question that number. We've got 2.7 million. With that now, I think it must be more like 2.9 million app downloads on Android. We've actually got about 4.6 million registered users, but there were quite a few bots in there that we cleared out. But we've literally genuinely got millions of users, and I think a lot of people doubted those figures. So we brought somebody in from a company called Cointelligence, who was a known scam buster. His name's On Yavin, and we said, look, dig into our databases, have a look, and you'll soon see that these are real numbers. And he was quite taken aback as well because the numbers in crypto terms are big. So I will say we've had large adoption, but I wouldn't call it mass adoption because PayPal has mass adoption. Visa, MasterCard have mass adoption. So it would be grossly unfair, I think, to say that any cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, have achieved mass adoption. So I am absolutely confident that we will have an order of magnitude over where we are now. I really do believe that.
Okay, interesting. Now, also, you've recently been the first cryptocurrency to voluntarily adopt KYC AML. So know your customer, anti-money laundering, and you've applied for FCA registration. So you're going to tell me what that is and how do you think that will benefit the company?
Okay, well, I'm a bit of a libertarian. I think most people in crypto are. But that being said, I'm also a businessman. I've been in business for 20 plus years, and I understand the real world. And the real world lives and breathes on regulations, rules, and law. And so I saw straight away that actually regulations are coming for crypto, whether we like it or not. So we looked at what was coming at the time in 2017. There was a thing called the 4th European Anti-Money Laundering Directive. What had just been published that was yet to be implemented was called the 5th European Anti-Money Laundering Directive. So we just picked that up, wrote our AML system and our KYC system around that, knowing that one, it would drop into the fintech sector in London, which is where we're based. And secondly, that at some stage, it would be picked up and pushed into the crypto asset world.
Okay, well, thank you. It is great to see you, even if it's on Zoom. and hope to meet in person, and best of luck with everything you've accomplished so far.
Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. It's nice to see you again, and hopefully we'll catch up in Malta.
In New York and Malta and London, somewhere when all this settles down. So great to see you. Richard Ells, CEO and founder of Electroneum. And thank you as well for joining us. We'll be right back.